Let us start. Okay, now again going back towards, stepping back towards the Mahajanapadas. Okay, now again see the Mahajanapadas. So Magad evolved as one of the strongest states of the Mahajanapadas. After that, it was Kosala, okay, Panchala, Malla, Vajji, Anga, okay, who worked or who implemented the republic political governance system. Okay, after that it was Matsya, Surasena, Vatsa, Chedi, Avanti, Asmaka and Gandhara. Okay, and Gandhara. Okay, now this all other states which just now I enlisted were following the monarchical polity. Okay, now this was the difference, or this were the two types of polity that were being followed during that time. Okay, now if you come towards the zenith period of the Magad Empire, or especially during the Mauryan Empire, so we'll find that the after the post Ashoka, okay, or during the Ashoka, we had also conquered the Kalinga state. Okay, after that, in fact, during the Chandragupta only, we had conquered the northwestern India also, and up till the Brahmagiri hills, there was an extension of the Mauryans. Okay, so near about it was the first time when the Mauryan Empire was the first of its kind which would be having expansion in this width and length. Okay, so it was only the first empire who had conquered the whole Indian subcontinent. Okay, leaving behind the Chera Chola Pandya. Okay. Now, when we talk about the post-Mauryan period, now the post-Mauryan period is featured by the fragmented polity. Okay, so here you will see the emergence of the independent states. Now, the last ruler of the Mauryan Empire, actually the strongest last ruler of the Mauryan Empire was the Ashoka. But the last ruler of the Mauryan Empire was Brihadrat. Okay, now the Brihadrat was being killed by the Shunga. Okay, now the Shunga was again a minister in the Mauryan Empire only. Okay, so here Shunga would be killing the Brihadrat, and after that he would be establishing his own empire, that is the Shunga dynasty. Okay, so Shunga Empire would be from the present day Bengal or present day Bangladesh, Assam, and it would be extending up till the Ujjain and Mathura. Okay, so this was the extension of the Shunga dynasty or the Shunga Empire. Now, in the contemporary period only, you will find the Satavahana Empire in the Deccan region. Okay, and in the same period, in the same contemporary period or somewhat later period, you will find the Sangam age in the South India. Okay. After that, at this region, okay, at this region, you will see the Indo-Greek cities, okay, okay, Sakas, Parthians, they would be having the high impact on the northwestern India. Okay, so again, I would repeat, go on the chronology of the invaders. So once you understand the chronology, it would be very easy to analyze who were the contemporaries of which kingdoms. Okay, so let us begin with our main platter. Okay, so Pushyamitra Shunga was considered as the founder of the Shunga dynasty. Now, it was Pushyamitra Shunga only who had killed the last king, okay, the last king of the Mauryan Empire, that is Brihadrat, in 185 BC. So 185 BC was considered as the beginning of the post-Mauryan period and the beginning of the Shunga dynasty. Okay, now in this Shunga dynasty, there were also other major rulers or the powerful rulers known as Agnimitra, Vasumitra and Devbhuti. So on Agnimitra, we find the literature done by the Kalidasa. Okay, literature done by Kalidasa, who would be telling us what were the situation in the courtroom, how did the king took the decision, how did the king treated his employees or the slaves or the workers. Okay, so everything we come to know from this literature surveys. Okay, after that, yes, the Pataliputra was also the main capital as it was during the Magad Empire, but you will see that the Vidisha was the secondary capital, or you can say it as the socio-cultural capital. Socio-cultural capital. And this was the political capital. Political capital. So you will see that slowly the departmentalization of the work would be starting. Okay, now this Shunga dynasty, okay, majorly faced the issues like the invaders, okay, invaders who were disturbing the border states. After that, they also faced the issues of the economical degradation. Now this is the period when the revenue would be going down, okay, extremely down, and this is the period when again the fragmented polity would be very weaker. That is, they won't be supporting each other against the invaders. Okay, why? Because the economical condition don't allow them to fight in a united way. Okay, so here this period, okay, this period would be having more military, the more focus on the military achievements. Why? Because if you yourself are not secured, okay, by your own efforts, then your region has to be invaded by the foreign invaders. Okay, so here you would be seeing that all these kings would be focusing upon the military expansion. Okay, so here during the Shunga dynasty, okay, during the Shunga dynasty, you will see that they repelled the Indo-Greek. Okay, they repelled Indo-Greek, especially the Demetrius one and the Menander, or who is also known as the Malinda. Okay, after that the Vasumitra defended against the Greek invasion, and Pushyamitra Shunga is known for the two Ashwamedha Yagyas. Now what was the Ashwamedha Yagya? If you remember, I had explained you during the Vedic literature, or okay, or during the Vedic age. Okay, what was the Ashwamedha? If you forget, please revisit the Vedic class. Okay. Now, the Ashwamedha sacrifices, two Ashwamedha sacrifices were very prominent, which were enlisted in the literature, which talks about that how Pushyamitra Shunga asserted sovereignty through this Ashwamedha Yagya. So there was a message that was given by the king to its people and also to the outsiders from this Ashwamedha Yagya. So Pushyamitra Shunga majorly emphasized on the sovereignty of the state. Okay, he emphasized on the sovereignty of the state. Now, after that, if you will see the religious and the cultural evolvement during this phase, here you will see that during the Mauryan period, okay, if you see during the Mauryan period, especially during the Ashokan period, many major and minor rock edicts were created. Okay, rock edicts were created. Okay, and we have also seen the location of this rock edicts in the previous session. Okay, if you need to visit, please visit again and learn this map location. Okay, now during the Ashokan period, many of the major and the minor edicts were being implemented or constructed during that time. Okay, now you will find that the investment or the expenditure that was done in this cultural infrastructure would be continuing. Okay, so here during the Shunga, especially this people were the Brahmins. Okay, Shungas were the Brahmin people. So that is why they will be majorly focusing upon the Brahmanical aspects. So they would be building more temples, they would be building more cultural infrastructure. Okay, they would be giving the higher authority, powers and functions to the Brahman sects only. Okay, so here you will see the Brahman revival was done during the Shunga dynasty. After that, the persecution of Buddhism was being followed. Now in last lecture, if you remember, I have told you that this Buddhist text, Okay, now there are different texts known as Pitaka, Sutta Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka. Okay, so the Sutta Pitaka is one of the most important Pitaka from where we get more of the evidences of the polity and the society of that particular age. Okay, so here all the text, okay, or major of the text, 70 to 80% of the text were being burned by the Brahmins as well as the invaders during the Shunga dynasty. Why? Because this religion should not be spreaded more. Now, why did they hated this Buddhist religion?